Well, hi everybody. Today we're going to deal with an issue that a lot of beginning lifters have, and that is how to make your pull more explosive. If you're just learning the snatch or learning the clean, you may notice that your pull, speed-wise, is going to be behind the more experienced lifters. And it's often because you're not getting into the right position. And that's the power position, and that's the position through which all PRs really should be flowing. And so we're going to work on getting to that position today. So let's go. So is your pull slow? That is, from this position, does the bar not move that fast? Or are you one of those people that tries to get speed on the bar by ripping it off the floor? And what you've got to understand is there is a position from which you can generate the most speed on the bar, and it's not while the bar is resting on the platform. So you need to get to that position in order to do that. So what this video is concerned with is how do you get to that position? So there are three things that we need to cover in this video. Number one, what is the power position? What does it feel like? How do you get there? Then the exercises that you have to learn in order to get to that power position on a consistent basis. And then finally, how to program those exercises in your training so that you can hit a power position all the time and get very explosive pulls moving like the champions do. So, first of all, let's talk about very briefly what is power. And power is the force you generate times the distance you move the implement divided by the amount of time that it takes. And if you just have a very cursory understanding of the math, I think you can see that if we shorten the time, then that power figure is going to get larger. So what we're concerned with is shortening the time, which means getting the bar to move very quickly. So this is the position we want you to get to. And you can't speed things up to get to this position. You have to be very deliberate in getting to this position. Now, if you look at it right here on this lifter, his name is Mike, he was one of my lifters, the heels are just about to come off the floor. And that means the center of pressure on the foot is right here at the ball of the foot. Now, you might notice from looking at this position, it's the same position that a basketball player or volleyball player might put themselves into before they can jump as high as they can, or that a tennis player might assume as they're waiting for the ball to be served to them, or that an infielder might assume as they're waiting for the ball to be hit, or a linebacker might assume before the play begins, because it's from this position that an athlete can move most explosively. So a human can generate the most power from the power position. There is no other position biomechanically that a human can assume from which they can generate the greatest amount of power. So the first exercise that we're going to discuss is the halting snatch deadlift to the knees, in which we're just going to concentrate on lifting the bar from the floor to the knees by pushing the floor down with your feet. Okay, so let's take a look at some examples of that.